Hi, Dan Oliver here, joined by Tavoris Cloud, the IBF light heavyweight champion, who's good enough to come by and take in the 2011 Florida Silver Glove Championships here in Royal Palm Beach. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Do you enjoy going to youth boxing events and watching the young kids in the sport? Yeah, it was kind of hard for him to hear. It's a little noisy. I was asking whether you enjoy coming to these events, seeing the young folks.
Oh yeah, I definitely enjoy coming to these events. When I was an amateur, I never met any world champions, any other current world champions. And if I would have met a world champion at the time, you know, it would have motivated me a lot more to do better in boxing. And that's why I'm here today, to motivate guys, you know, the young fighters, to stay in the game and train hard and show them that their hard work and dedication can pay off.
Well, I know they appreciate it. And Tavoris, here we have got Mathew Jimenez from Davie. This is a 106-pound class. He's going against Giovanni Rivera from Zamora Heavy Hitters in Port St. Lucie. So we'll just get your thoughts on the bout so far.
Oh,
a lot of activity
some good action
by the man in the red corner. That's Jimenez.
By Jimenez, yes. He's been the aggressor. Seems like a flashy fighter. Needs to work on keeping those hands up a little bit, though.
Notice that his hands are down a little bit going in. But he really is stalking his competitor. So that's Mathew Jimenez of Davie in the red.
Oh, yeah. Jimenez, he has a good trainer. I believe he's trained by Coach Pete, one of my amateur trainers when I won the under-19 national championships and represented the United States in Budapest, Hungary. That was one of my coaches.
And now they're taking a little time out here. I think they have a shoelace that they've got to tie up. Do you remember your first match as an amateur?
Oh, yes. I actually lost my first match as an amateur. It was at the National PAL back in '98, right here in the state of Florida. You know, I lost my first fight, and even though I lost, I'm still world champion today.
And we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But let's finish up the first round here, and they do. And the first round looks like Mathew Jimenez from Davie, definitely the aggressor and scoring some points in this one.
Yeah.
Where do you live locally?
I stay in Tallahassee, Florida. I train down south all the time, either Miami or Fort Lauderdale.
And tell us about winning the IBF Light Heavyweight Championship. What was that fight like?
Oh, it's a dream come true. Hard work and dedication plays off.
We got a little bit of a replay from first round here. Some of the action.
Yeah, Jimenez is definitely the aggressor, but he needs to keep his hands up. As of right now, he's outclassing his opponent, but let's see, can he keep it up for the duration of the fight.
So now, did you have a program like the Police Athletic League when you were young that you were able to train in? Like the PAL, the Police Athletic League, like they have here? Can't hear. Okay. All right. Second round action here. Jimenez once again being aggressive. A little bit wild with the left hand there. That right hand connects. Being a little bit more deliberate this round.
Oh.
Good right hand there.
Rivera landing some good shots. When Jimenez is coming in, still getting out hustled. But he is putting forth an effort.
So what would you say was the most memorable bout that you won as a young boxer?
The most memorable thing?
Memorable bout, yeah. any certain national champ, like a Silver Gloves or Golden Gloves, something like that?
Well, when I won the under-19 national championship, I leaped into the air, and you know, that was probably the only display of emotions that I ever showed as a fighter.
That's interesting. You know, a lot of these guys, 90% of them want to grow up to be professional fighters, but we know by just the odds of that are kind of long for any of these kids. So what do you say to these kids, you know, to give them inspiration and at the same time say, hey, you know, you got to get your education and things like that?
I mean, just train hard. Always have a good work ethic, because the professional game is hard, and the professional game is not made for everybody. And if you can't be a successful professional fighter, always have your education to fall back on.
Wise words there. And again, it looked to me anyway like Jimenez was getting the better of it in the second round, but we'll go to third round action here. Third and final round. These are minute-and-a-half rounds for these 14 to 15-year-olds in the 106-pound weight class. And it's Mathew Jimenez from Davie in the red corner going against Giovanni Rivera from Port St. Lucie in the blue. Left hand there connecting by Jimenez.
Looks like Rivera is gaining a little speed.
He is backing away, but he's trying to counter.
Yeah, he's trying.
A lot of punches being thrown here. I'm not sure how many are scoring. Not much time left in this third round, so they're going to want to score points while they can here.
Jimenez still the aggressor.
I think he sneaks a left hand through. Oh, and another one to the headgear there.
I think Jimenez is a switcher. Switch from southpaw to conventional.
And put together some nice combinations there. So that's it. We await the decision. And what do you await? What's next up for you?
I believe I'll be fighting December 31st against Zos Erdy. It'll be my fourth title defense of the IBF championship. And I'm just looking forward to go out there and put on a exciting fight for the fans of the light heavyweight division, like I always have.
Now, we can look a little bit at the replay here from round 3.
Yeah, that's when he switched southpaw, landing a good straight left. Yeah, when they switch right in the middle of the fight, it kind of confuses the opponent. Landing a good left uppercut there too.
Good counter punch there. But
yeah,
the view from here is that Mr. Jimenez might have done enough to win this bout. Who was a guy for you who really inspired you when you were a young boxer?
When I was a young fighter, I used to study James Toney, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, the Fabulous Four, those guys. I used to watch those guys, and you know, a lot of old school fighters, a lot of Muhammad Ali tapes, a lot of Rocky movies. You know, and I put it all together and kind of made my own style out of it.
And here is the decision.
Red corner, Mathew Jimenez.
Mathew Jimenez from Davie takes this bout And I want to thank you very much for joining us. Tavoris Cloud, the IBF Light Heavyweight Champion. Thanks for coming.
Thank you
Appreciate
very much. Look forward to doing it again.
All righty.
All right.
And we'll be back.